So the other day when I was filming my everyday foundation routine, I got to the end and realized my camera was already set up, I had all my products there, so I went ahead and filmed the rest of the tutorial, which was what I put on my eyes, my cheeks, and my lips. So I'm going to share that with you today, but I realized that I never filmed an intro to that video, so I guess maybe we can just blame that on me being kind of new to YouTube. So this is going to be the intro, and it is a different day. My hair and clothes are different, but I wanted to share with you guys the products that I used. So the first thing that I use in this video is the MAC Paint Pot in Bare Study, and it's just kind of like a shimmery champagne gold. My mom actually had this first, and a couple weeks ago I was over at her house and played around with it and fell in love, so she was nice enough to pick me up one. And then over top of that Bare Study, I've been using my Too Faced Naked Eye Palette. And the main colors that I use are Satin Sheets, which is like a pinky, and then over the Bare Study it comes across a little bit more gold, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And then I'm using the Birthday Suits in the crease as like kind of that underneath blending color, and then also as the highlight. And then I'm using my favorite shade in the palette, which is Lap Dance, and I'm using that in the crease. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Okay, so my eye is already primed with my Palladio eyeshadow primer, and now I'm going to go in with a paint pot, and this is MAC's in Bare Study. I'm going to take just a little bit on my ring finger and just place it all over the eye. So I want the most product to be on my lid, but then I am going to blend it up all the way up to the brow. Once that's done, I'm just going to go in and get a little bit more. And I want to place this just on the inner corner. And this is just because I want the most light to be there, and I also am going to use this as my highlight, so just bring your finger and just gently pat it around the tear duct. Okay, so the first color that I'm going to pick up on my E55 is called Satin Sheets. And while it looks very pink in the pan, when you kind of lay it down, it has very much of like a gold hint to it. So, you know, putting down that Bare Study first is just really gonna make it look very pretty and shimmery and gold. And this is just gonna go all over the lid. And since we put down extra creamy product on the inner corner, more is gonna stick there, and that's just gonna bring light into the inner corner and let us look awake. So once that's completely covering the lid, I'm going to go in with a fluffy brush. I'm going to take my Sigma E35 and go into Birthday Suit. And this is just kind of like a light brownish color. And I'm going to use that to blend out the Satin Sheets. And then I'm also going to bring it all the way up, and this is just going to act as like a natural looking highlight too. Okay, so once we're happy with how that looks nice and blended, I'm going to take my Sigma E25 brush, and this is just a little bit smaller than that E35, and I'm going to go in with Lap Dance, which is kind of a taupey brown color, and just get that on the tip of my brush. And then I'm going to kind of come here wherever I feel my brow bone right there, and just place that and start bringing it in towards the nose. So just light strokes. Since this is an everyday look, I don't want it to be super dark, but this is going to be very pretty, and also, you know, define our eyes and bring attention there. So I'm also just bringing it down to the outer corner of the eye, creating that little shape. Okay, once we're happy with the intensity of that, I'm going to go back to my E35 brush, which should still have a little bit left of that Birthday Suit, and I'm just going to blend around the edges. And this is just creating, you know, a nice, soft, shimmery, everyday look. Okay, my last step is to take a pencil brush and go back to that Lap Dance, and I'm just going to connect it from the lower lash line and just bring it in all the way down, lightly underneath the lower lashes. Okay, so this is the finished eyeshadow look. The next thing I'm going to do is just line my eye just with a simple, not doing anything fancy. This is just an everyday look. And I'm gonna take my favorite liquid eyeliner, and this is the Stila. This is the waterproof, and it's in a little pen form, so it makes it really simple. When I get out here to my outer corner, I just like to thicken it up a little bit for some added definition. Okay, so this is the finished eye look. As you can see, nothing too fancy. Now all I'm gonna do is just add a little bit, curl my lashes, and then add a little bit of mascara to both the top and bottom lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the finished look. On my eyelashes, I used a little bit of my Benefit They're Real mascara. And you can see it's definitely not a dramatic look, definitely nothing hard to do, but I do think that adding the paint pot, that shimmery paint pot, and putting a light color just really brings attention and light. It makes you look wide awake, and that's kind of what I want. So for my cheeks, I use my Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Exposed, and then on my lips, I used my MAC lipstick in Sweetie, and this is one of the lusters, so it's not, you're not getting a tremendous amount of pigment, but it's one of those that you can put on without a mirror, which is really nice, and that's what I like to reapply throughout the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, just seeing kind of what my everyday makeup is like. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.